Hello, this is the screencast for my new Level 3 option module, LIT3061, Sex and Decadence in Restoration Theatre. It's taught by me, and I am all of those things. In terms of what we're going to do on the module. This period between the restoration of Charles II and the death of Queen Anne, this period of a Restoration Theatre witnessed an astonishing development in the development of theatrical practice and culture. The professional, and I'm keen in this module to distinguish what we're going to read things in dialogue, I suppose, with early Renaissance practice. And the Restoration Theatre is many things, but one thing it is not Renaissance theatre. Okay, so the professional Restoration stage, unlike its Renaissance predecessor, used actresses rather than cross-dressed boys to play female parts, introduced movable scenery as well into theatres, and both of these innovations brought with them different styles of acting, different kinds of stage plotting, and crucially, different kinds of realism. Now, what I'm keen to do on this module is probe the connections between these sort of technical, dramaturgic developments and the emergence of two key Restoration theatrical types. On the one hand, the courtesan or the high-class prostitute, and the second, the rake. How do these, and you know, there are astonishingly frequent theatrical types, these, and is there some sort of connection between this new kind of stage realism and these sorts of character? Is what we're witnessing here an anatomization, if you like, a realistic anatomization of Restoration culture? We'll be considering that. We'll also be considering a number of other things. We'll be analysing, for instance, what these new roles might tell us about changing attitudes towards sex in the period. Is it leisure activity? Is it moral behaviour? Is it easy or hard work? We'll also be considering the sex-obsessed nature of talk on the Restoration stage. There's lots of dirty chat. So, yeah, what does that reveal? Might that be thought to be political in a period still haunted by a period of civil war and the Cromwellian interregnum? Was Restoration drama sexually adventurous at every turn, really as decadent and morally bankrupt as many outraged contemporaries thought? Now, one of the things we're going to look at from the course pack here is a sort of connection between contemporary moralists and particularly Puritan anti-theatricalists' fulminations against the Restoration stage as some sort of decadent, corrupting practice, and later bits of aesthetic theory such as, you know, about the Renaissance and fin de siècle stuff about kind of what decadence might actually mean. We're going to connect those two sorts of non-fictional writing up alongside the drama. I also want us to think a little bit about was, you know, Restoration drama really as politically and socially conservative as some modern day commentators suggest. There is a huge tide of opinion which says that Restoration theatre isn't as interesting as Renaissance theatre because it's just actually kind of rather bolted down conservative. It's about restoring old values. Well, how true is that? I want to perhaps, you know, suggest there's another way. Was the Restoration propensity to talk sex on stage emblematic of actually the most revolutionary of cultural shifts, heralding the advent of core Enlightenment values such as equality, privacy, individual freedom? In other words, did Restoration theatre help to make sex modern? Another way, that's slightly flippant, but another way is to think of, I guess, a potential end point of the course is this stage direction, quite an astonishing stage direction. It's much ruder than this extract suggests, actually. It's from Rochester's closet drama, which is a farce called Sodom of 1684. This stage direction, I think you would agree, is rather striking. And so the characters on stage, who have astonishing names, fall to fucking, after which the women sigh and the men look simple and sneak off. How do we get there? That's one of the things we're going to be considering. Is this just about libertinism and the rake and the Rochester phenomenon, or is there a kind of a genealogy, a series of theatrical developments which get us here? The answer to that question is yes. In terms of assessment, you've got a couple of options. Either you can write a 4,000 word essay, and you'll need to send me an essay plan in advance of that in order to qualify for that option, or you can do 2,000 word essays. Your call. Teaching is going to be by 2 seminars a week. The second seminar will occasionally be more of an interactive lecture, but it will never be a straightforward lecture like that one in the picture. You'll need to buy some books. There are all of the texts are going to come from 2 anthologies. There's Deborah Payne Fisk's 4 Restoration Libertine plays, which is published by AUP and at present is only available in a Kindle edition, but you can download an app and thus read it on the screen of whatever kind of device you prefer. And also Jane Spencer's Afroben's The Rover and Other Plays, which is another World Classics edition, available in your conventional paper form. There'll also be a course pack with various other plays and bits of non-fictional reading material I want us to engage with. If you're interested in this module, you may contact me, and there are my details, and I hope to see you next year.